and girls, today I am back with another video. Today I am in the Porsche Carrera 2S, which is the rear-wheel drive variant of the Carrera S line. So this generation, I haven't had much experience with it, even though we've had our fair share of selling them, including coupes, including the 4Ss, including the cabriolets, and now recently just having our first Turbo S 992 cabriolet. It is a very, very popular car. This is the 8th generation Carrera, or the 911, 8th generation in its making, and it is just Porsche building on top of what they do very, very well. First driving impressions, this is a through and through a 911, through and through. You feel the precision of where the wheels are, the steering feel is excellent, the engine is super responsive. Yes, this is a turbocharged engine producing around 440 something horsepower and 530 Newton meters of torque. In normal mode, which is what people would drive normally in, it's surprisingly comfortable. The seats are just amazing. This particular unit has the Sport Seat Plus, so with the 18-way adjustable seat with memory package as well, so everything can be adjusted according to your seating position. I am set quite low. I really like this sitting position. The steering wheel is just the right size, and just listen to the engine howl. It is so fast and it feels so naturally aspirated. It feels so good. The flat six, yes, there's a little bit of a howl. Even though it's a turbocharged engine, you don't get that naturally aspirated the decibels of the naturally aspirated, but in the cabin it sounds perfectly well. Exhaust is equipped with the Porsche Sports exhaust system, so it does sound good and automatically activates when you put it in sports mode. And this engine just pulls and it pulls and it pulls. It's blisteringly fast. And this is just the base spec. Okay, a little bit above the base spec, which is the S. The base spec that you can get a Carrera non-S. That is possible. But this is what people will typically buy. It's either the C2S or the C4S. Immediately, this is one of my first times driving this car on a sort of commute kind of drive. Even though there's traffic, I can see the appeal, I can feel the appeal of this car being a very dynamic one-car garage. Right? It does everything so well. The breadth of ability is just insane. This is why I love Porsche. They can do things in terms of practicality, convenience, daily usability so well, and at the same time it gives you power like that, it gives you handling like this. It is so good and it just puts a smile on your face. The new cabin feels really nice, really premium, and sound insulation is good. Yes, I'm on the highway, I'm getting a little bit tire noise, road noise, but totally livable because it's silent now. Put on the radio and it's all good. And you can see the appeal of a 911. It looks the same. It drives so much better than the previous generation. I think the 991.2 compared to the 992, the 992 is a big step forwards. 991.2 is the first time that Porsche ever turbocharged their 911s, and this is the second time they did it in a progressive way, and it is so harmonious. The whole package is harmonious. The specs work together nicely. This car is equipped with carbon ceramic brakes, so braking on the dime is super sticky. The braking stopping power is just immense on the Porsche carbon ceramics. It is bigger than all of its predecessors, but you don't feel its heft. It is heavier than all of its predecessors, and you do feel a little bit of the weight, but it's so well compensated by the engine, the power delivery of the engine. It just feels so naturally aspirated. It's so linear, so direct, so progressive. It's not a sudden put your back or put your head against the back seats or the seats, that kind of feeling. It's just a very, very progressive, predictable turbocharged flat 6. The 911 holds its value because every single generation is so desirable. Even the black sheep of the family, the 996, now is creeping back up in value. It's reached that bottom point and it's rebounding. So every generation 911 is holding its value. It is an icon of motorsports. It is just fantastic. At every iteration of it, Porsche just does it so right. The 991.2 for me was a little bit of a flat spot. There's not much appeal of it over the 991.1, and I don't really like the way that car drives. It feels a bit abrupt, not like everything wants to work together. It's like, okay, we put a turbocharge here, so the little things, a little bit here and there, it's not really well integrated yet, but this feels like the full package. This feels like just an objectively better 991.2. It handles well, the ride quality is good. It is still a sports car. It is still very much a sports car, so you do get a little bit more feedback from the road, especially in sports or sports plus, but it is just so bloody fantastic. It's such a big leap forward from the previous generation Porsches. But the thing is, this unit is well spec'd. So getting a 911, getting any 911, getting any Porsche, make sure it's well spec'd. By finding or looking for or speccing your own high spec Porsche unit, you won't regret it. It holds its value. It provides you day in and day out the value, and increases slightly the breadth of ability, the usability, the ease of use as well. It just increases. Which is another thing. This car is so easy to use. I'm not a track driver. I don't know how to drive on Sabang. I get in this car and you just feel like a hero, right? Corner is coming up, so we can really feel the directness of the steering, even though yes, it is electrically assisted, but there's a good weight to it. There's a good weight to it that offers you that sort of precision not found in the Boxster. Boxster front end feels very, very light, whereas in this you feel exactly what you need to feel. You know where the front wheels are, you know the angle, you know how to control, and the brakes are so strong. This is lovely. So I think that's it for this video. It is a nice little first impression. It makes me wonder, how much better are they gonna make it for the upcoming 992.2 in 2023? Now you can see why, or now that I drove it, I understand why the 911 is the go-to sports car for most people getting into sports cars. Dynamic. The dynamism. I say that word very weird. The dynamicism. It is so wide, the breadth of ability. And that is why I want to get a Porsche. Not too extreme in any single way, but it just does everything that it's supposed to do. It just cars. This is a car that does cars, a sports car that does sports cars. Oh, it is so brilliant, so brilliant, so brilliant, so brilliant. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Have you driven one? And would you, as your first sports car in the 1 million ringgit range, would it be a Porsche or would it be something else? What would it be? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe.